Sandra Carrasco.
All right. We have a warrant out of Superior Court for you for failure to appear for initial appearance back in February 2024. Child abuse, aggravated DUI, 2 counts. And counsel's got a $2,500 bond on it. Did you want to be heard?
Yes, please, Judge. So pretrial has classified her as level 3, but I believe this was a refiled matter. She's a lifelong Tucson resident. She seems to be employed part-time. There is no negative report from pretrial services, which indicates to me she kept in touch with them the last time before the case was dismissed. So we're asking for one chance on pretrial services release, along with the court date for the Tucson City Court matter as well.
Oh, I didn't see that one. All right, well, she's got a pretrial case, a pretrial in the city court case set for August 4th, according to pretrial. So we didn't pull the file because the warrant must have been quashed. So, but
Makes sense.
that changes my mind now that I'm looking at the history of the DUIs and the one in city court.
Just Peter, stand up.
I think I am going to hold the defendant on the $2,500 bond that was set in the warrant, given the history of other DUIs. Appoint the public defender. Don't drive without a valid license. No alcohol or illegal drugs. If the bond is posted, released to pretrial services, and the arraignment date will be 1:30 on July 15th. Do you guys want to do the Ajo case really quick before you leave and I do all the misdemeanors, since they're already signed in?
I was just gonna let you know that they do have on July 22nd. They have a pre-trial for the other one that I already going to.
So the judge looked at that.
Oh,
Said that's why she's.
okay.
So you have to hear that. Yeah.
And Ajo, are you there that we could do Mr. Mendez? If you're not, that's okay too.
Okay.
All right, Ajo's not answering, so we'll just do our misdemeanors and come back then, counsel. Thanks. What's your name?
Juan Carlos Dominguez.
I have you mixed up in my file. Hold on one sec. Okay. Mr. Dominguez, you are charged with domestic violence assault, domestic violence, disorderly conduct. I'm going to order you not to consume any alcohol or illegal drugs, no acts of domestic violence. And you need to come back to Green Valley Justice Court on July 10th at 8:30 or a warrant will issue for your arrest. You understand?
In Green Valley?
Yep, Green Valley Justice Court.
Okay.
All right, that's it, sir. You're released.
Just have a seat down there, go out this door, down the stairs, have a seat where you are. Ramon. Have a seat here, sir, in front of the camera.
That's what?
Yes, sir.
What's your name, sir?
Ramon Granados.
You're charged with domestic violence, criminal damage, assault, disorderly conduct, and resisting arrest. I'm going to order you not to consume any alcohol or illegal drugs, no acts of domestic violence, and you need to come back to Pima County Justice Court on July 16th at 8:30, or a warrant will issue for your arrest. You understand? All right, then you're released. What's your name?
Peralta.
All right. I first am seeing you on a justice court shoplifting from February 2024, and it appears to have several failures to appear. So I'm going to appoint Amanda Bynum to represent you and order you not to go back to the incident location. And I'm going to hold you on a $250 bond, and they will see you tomorrow at 1 p.m. And then you have multiple failures to appear in city court on drug paraphernalia, false reporting, criminal damage, disorderly conduct, resisting arrest, assault. So on those, I'm going to hold you on a $250 bond and appoint the city public defender to represent you. No alcohol or illegal drugs, no acts of domestic violence, no return to any of the incident locations, and your next court date in city court will be July 15th at 1:45. And that's it, Miss Mata. We're done. What's your name?
Monique, you was the setup.
All right, you are charged with criminal damage, leaving the scene of an accident, driving on a suspended license, and driving under the influence of alcohol. I am going to order you not to drive without a valid license, no alcohol or illegal drugs, no return to the incident location, and you have to come back to justice court on July 16th at 8:30, or a warrant will issue for your arrest. You understand? Okay, then we're released. That's it. You're released. What's your name?
What's your mouth?
Charged with domestic violence assault, domestic violence criminal damage, domestic violence disorderly conduct. I am going to order you not to have any contact with Miss Collins Fletcher, not to return to her residence. You need to comply with all protective orders. I understand there's a military protective order. And no acts of domestic violence, and you need to come back to court on August 12th at 1:30 in city court, or a warrant will issue for your arrest. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, then you're released with those conditions.
What do things there?
What's your name?
John Edison Rosso.
All right, you're charged with threat, assault, criminal trespass, shoplifting, and then you have failures to appear on a lot of drug paraphernalias and a criminal trespass charge. So I'm going to hold you on a $500 bond, appoint the city public defender to represent you, order you not to have any contact with the victim, not to return to the incident locations, no alcohol or illegal drugs, and your next court date will be July 15th at 1:45 in city court. That's it, sir.
Hi, beautiful. How you doing, Judge?
What's your name, sir?
My name is Cruz Amaro Tabia.
All right, you're charged with domestic violence, criminal damage, and I am going, oops, wrong case. Hold on one sec. I am going to order you not to have any contact with your mother, not to return to her residence. I am going to hold you on a $500 bond and appoint Anna Dennis to represent you. And your next court date will be tomorrow at 1 p.m. on this case. And that's it, sir. Oh, they muted him. Okay. Good idea. All right, here is our Spanish speaker.
Yeah.
All right, what is your name, ma'am?
¿Cómo se llama usted, señora?
Susana Rojo.
All right. You are charged with aggravated driving under the influence and felony child abuse, ma'am.
A usted se le imputan los delitos de manejar en estado de ebriedad con agravantes y también abuso a menores o maltrato a menores.
I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent you. Order you
Voy a
not. Go ahead, sorry.
sorry, Judge. Voy a asignar o nombrar a la defensoría de oficio para representarla.
Order
Está
you
bien.
not to drive without a valid license, no alcohol or illegal drugs, and you're going to be reporting to release to pretrial services to report to them.
Usted no puede manejar sin licencia de conducir vigente, no puede consumir nada de alcohol ni tampoco droga ilícita y al quedar en libertad usted tiene que reportarse a servicios previos a juicio.
Está bien.
That's fine.
Okay, so when you're released on tomorrow, you need to call the public defender and pretrial, all right? And
Muy bien, entonces mañana cuando la dejen libre tiene que comunicarse con la defensoría de oficio y con servicios previos a juicio.
Ok, está bien.
Okay, that's fine.
and come back to court July 28th at 1:30 or a warrant could issue for your arrest.
Y usted tiene que volver al tribunal el día 28 de julio a la 1:30 de la tarde y si no se podría emitir orden de arresto en su contra.
Está bien.
Okay, fine.
Okay, that's it then, man.
Muy bien, señora, entonces todo.
Siento ya con las mujeres.
Allison.
Thank you, interpreter.
My pleasure.
What's your name?
Oh, Allison.
You are charged with theft of means of transportation and third-degree burglary. I am going to appoint the public defender to represent you, order you not to return to the incident location, no contact with the victim, no alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm going to release you to pretrial services, so you need to report to them. And your next court date will be July 28th at 1:30. If you don't appear, a warrant issue for your arrest. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're released to pretrial.
Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Mitchell. Out the door. Down the stairs.
Evening, Your Honor.
Hello, sir. You are charged with possession of drug paraphernalia and possession of a narcotic drug, and you appear to be eligible. You may be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS that requires you to participate in a plan specific to your needs for a short time. If you choose to participate and complete the program, these felony drug accusations in your arrest report will be permanently dismissed without you ever being formally charged. Are you interested in learning more about that program?
I am.
All right. Then I will release you to pretrial services on these felony charges, no alcohol or illegal drugs. The STEPS hearing is July 15th at 9 o'clock. Now I'm totally blanking. Do I set this off 45 days? Yeah. So figure out 45 days for me from the 28th or from the 28th. August 20th. Okay, so and then your diversion hearing, the STEPS hearing is July 15th at 9 o'clock. You have to come to that. And
Okay.
then your preliminary hearing is August 20th at 1:30. So you need to come to both of those and stay in touch with pretrial and your lawyer. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And that is now it, though. I have other things for you. Hold on. I can't get my typing done here. Okay, so then you have a Marana case, failure to appear since 2022. I guess I will release you on the theory that maybe pretrial will help you remember it, and you need to come back to court at 10 a.m. on August 6th, or a warrant will issue.
Thank you, Your Honor.
But we're not done. You still have more.
Oh,
Just a sec. Then you have a bunch of city court cases with failures to appear. Let's see. Theft from 2024 and drug paraphernalia from 2022. So I will assume that pretrial will remind you of these dates and that you will come back to court on these on August 5th at 2:00, or warrants will issue for your arrest again. You understand?
yes, I do. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. And that's it, sir.
All right.
All right. What's your name, sir?
Daryl Taylor.
You are charged with 2 counts of aggravated driving under the influence and a criminal trespass. And counsel, I guess I could say I find no probable cause for the criminal trespass, but I guess it doesn't really matter. But I'll put it down anyway that I didn't find it. And then the state's asking for a $2,500 bond on the, I will say on the DUI, since that's what I would put it on. So do you want to be heard?
Certainly, Judge. Mr. Taylor is asking you to consider releasing him to pretrial services supervision. He's 1 second with him, Judge.
Yep.
Thank you. Judge, he's just reporting to me that he does have a stable job, which he has to go to tomorrow if you were to release him. I understand there is some criminal history here, but given that he's only a level 2 and does have stable housing, and the last conviction was designated a misdemeanor, shows that he is a good candidate for community supervision. He vows to abide by any conditions pretrial services it will impose. So for those reasons, Judge, we're asking for release. Thank you.
All right. Well, criminal history, but he's avoided this particular crime so far. And it does look like he managed to get through a lot of probations. So I am going to appoint the public defender. Mr. Taylor, don't go back to the incident location where you allegedly trespassed, and don't drive without a valid license, no alcohol or illegal drugs. I will release you to pretrial services, and you need to come back to court on July 28th at 1:30, or a warrant will issue for your arrest.
All right, thank you.
All right, now we have Aho. So I'll keep you here, counsel. All right. What is your name, sir?
Michael Mendes.
Okay. You are charged with criminal trespass. And
Judge,
yeah,
sorry.
go ahead.
I'm so sorry. I was going to make a probable cause argument, but I feel like the court may have already reached that issue, so.
You sense that? Yes. Yes, and even the officer here tried to call and get more information and couldn't.
Okay.
So I don't find there's probable cause, which I think under the statute now, the way everyone seems to be reading it, is that I will release Mr. Mendez to pretrial services. I don't think I can dismiss it. And Mr. Mendez, I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent you. I am going to order you not to go back to the incident location, and no alcohol or illegal drugs, report to pretrial services, and then your preliminary hearing will be July 28th at 4 p.m. And I will note for the record that I did not find particularly good probable cause on this one.
Sounds good, Judge. And can I just make a record that we are still maintaining our position that under 2.4, the court should dismiss in addition to release, so that we can just make a record.
Okay. All right. Thank you, counsel. All right. So, Mr. Mendez, make sure that you call pretrial services and you're released. Okay.
Thank you.
Your Honor, can I clarify?
Yes.
So your position is that you didn't find the complaint very good, but ultimately you did find PC?
No, I don't think I did find probable cause because it wasn't even, it's there.
Well,
Yeah, because
I'm confused procedurally then if you did not find PC, why you didn't dismiss it.
because we all had a big fat meeting and everybody said under rule, I can't remember now, counsel, do you remember?
4.2 says release and 2.4 says dismiss.
Yeah.
So 4.2, 2.4.
Under 4.2, it's like if the court finds no probable cause that person has to be released. And my impression was that that's what everybody was doing Superior Court judge wise. And so I thought, well, I don't want to be an outlier here anymore. And so when they showed me that rule, I decided, yes, that's probably true. So no, I did not find probable cause here because there's not really any definition of where the trespass was and, you know, why he was in whatever trailer he was in. So for the record, I don't find probable cause, but I think that the rule requires me to just release him, not dismiss the case. But I would love any more clarification anyone wants to give me as we go along. So.
I will look into that. Thank you, Judge.
Judge, we actually special actioned it and the Court of Appeals denied review because,
Okay.
so I mean, we don't know. We still think it's 2.4 that controls the inquiry. I mean, 4.2 too, but I feel there's no conflict between the rules. So 4.2 says release, 2.4 says the magistrate must dismiss. So I feel like the court can both do a release as well as a dismissal at the same time. That's just how I read it.
Well, I will read them both again tomorrow. But now that I know, yeah, that's what I was hoping. Is someone please appeal it so that I know. But okay, I'll read them both and of course make my own independent judgment. But I got the impression that we're all leaning towards the no dismissal anymore. So that's where I was heading. But all right, thank you, counsel. Have a good evening.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good evening. Bye tonight.
Bye. Thank you.
All right.